I see it as an addiction, that some people really enjoy getting in their bass boat and going fishing. Other people enjoy backpacking. Cavers enjoy the experience of figuring out what is here, the unknown, the chance to explore, the chance to see something nobody else has seen or see something really unique. The cave was commercialized back in the 1960s. They built steps, bridges, landings out of wood. They stopped showing the cave, about 1980. And when they did that, bats started moving back into the cave and using it as a hibernaculum.
These caves were formed millions of years ago, but just the human history, the prehistoric history, the biological history, and with the natural resources and the endangered species, it quickly just caught our attention and said, hey, we need to do what we can as landowners to make sure that these caves, A, are protected, the endangered species are protected, but B, also used for an educational opportunity to teach people about caves and karst topography and everything that's associated with that.
These two caves in Kentucky have more gray bats than any other cave in the state. This is our main, it's one of probably 15 hibernaculum in the country that have this large a number of gray bats using it in the wintertime. And so it's a rare, unique opportunity.
What we're doing here today is starting a process of removing the rotten steps, bridges, landings, and in essence, decommercializing the cave.
The cave will be healthier with all this rotten wood and wire out, and they want it restored back to a natural state, and we're more than glad to help them.
What my role in this is to try to protect and restore these caves, these important caves for these bat species, and it's a really critically important cave for the bats, and there's not a lot of those around. A lot of people have probably heard about white nose syndrome. It's had just a significant impact on bat species across the eastern U.S. It's moved all the way through Kentucky now. Luckily for us, gray bats have held pretty well. Their numbers still continue to stay pretty stable, but a lot of the other species are being considered to be added to the Endangered Species Act. And, so anything we can do to provide protection for these caves that are so unique long term, that's what we're here to do, and that's what my goal is with all of this.
We want to encourage younger people to get involved in projects like this, because we need younger people. We're getting kind of old, so we want to, we do have a few young recruits. I'd just like to get that out. There's things to do if you want to, help the environment, help especially the cave-in environments, and get to see things only a handful of people get to see.
I have 3 young boys. That's what I always think about, is just trying to make sure that I have done what I can to make sure that critters and the environment, the habitats like this, are around for when they get older and when their kids get older.
It's some of the most satisfying and fulfilling work there is.
Makes me feel proud. It makes me feel blessed to know that we can be stewards of such a precious natural resource that in the wrong hands could really be, you could lose the biodiversity, the history, and all kinds of things. If people were never allowed to come into these caves, and if the endangered species weren't properly protected, just think of what we would have. And so we're blessed to be a part of it, and it's fascinating, it's fun, it's exciting.
We love the cave. We like the bats. There's a lot of camaraderie. It's exciting. You meet a lot of neat people. You meet a variety of people who have different backgrounds, different interests, and it's just a neat thing to do and keeps us active.
It's like walking into a different planet. What was really exciting for us is as the cavers kind of push new passage. I mean, how many places in the world can you go and actually find something that no other human being has seen ever? And that's what they're doing in these caves and other caves around the world. So it is its own little world underneath the world, and it's neat, it's exciting, and we learn very quickly as landowners that we have a precious resource here, and we want to do everything we can to take care of it.